Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're a first-time viewer, my name is Jeff Lanoski. Today I'm super excited because I'm back in one of my favorite cities in the country, Richmond, Virginia, and I am previewing the 2022 Dominion Riverrock Enduro stages. You heard it right. Dominion Riverrock is hosting an enduro race this year. There's going to be 3 stages. I'm going to give you some tips on how to break down each stage so you can ride them as fast and as safe as possible. So let's jump into it with stage number 1. Here we are at stage number 1, Dogwood Dells. Now, if you're just looking for bragging rights against your friends, I'm going to give you a couple pointers on how to get through the stage as quickly as possible. Dropping into stage 1, this one's going to be 1.1 miles, and since you start and finish at the same place, it descends and gains about 80 feet. I'm guessing for the race, you're probably going to want to go to the right there. Tip number 1 is all about cornering. Try to pay attention to your cornering technique. There's tons of high-speed loose corners on this track, so instead of leaning your bike and body at the same angle, try to lean your bike while maintaining a fairly upright position with your upper torso. That'll put you in a better position over the bike. It'll give you the best traction, and it'll give you the best opportunity to stay upright if things get a little sketchy. My second tip is all about pacing. This stage is only 1.1 miles. There's no chance to settle in. So you're gonna wanna get warmed up before you ever even drop in. If you don't have the opportunity to do that, try not to go 125% right out of the blocks because you'll be suffering on that final climb. Whew, that one's rough. On to stage 2. All right, we're off to stage number 2 and we get to go over one of my favorite things in the city. This bridge is awesome, so why not do it in a wheelie? Here we are at the start of stage number 2, Forest Hill Park. This is one of my favorite places to ride in the James River Park system. I'm gonna stop on the trail and show you how to break down one of my favorite sections of the trail. It's the creek crossing. It's really tricky, but with the proper line choice, you can increase your chances for success. Let me show you what they're all about. This stage is 3.2 miles long. It's about 300 feet of climbing and descending. So it's 3 times longer than stage number 1. But I feel like this one will be a little bit easier because stage 1 is so short, you're gonna be tempted to sprint the entire thing, and this one is gonna be impossible. You're gonna have to treat this more like the first lap of a cross-country race. All right, here we are at the infamous creek crossing. This is the most technical section on this stage. This is going to be heckle pit central during the enduro, so I'm going to give you some tips on how to increase your chances for success on this section. Now, it's super tempting to come into this area as fast as possible with the inside line, but when you do that, it makes this line nearly impossible. So what you're going to want to do is set up nice and wide, control your speed, and make your turn early. That'll allow you to pedal a straight line across these rocks. Win, lose, or draw, hearing cheer of the crowd on the stage is going to be awesome when you make it through this in front of the huge crowd watching. All right, so you're going to want to come in super wide, downshift to a low gear, and then set up and pedal across that. And then keep that low gear. Now I'll get you up here. This downhill coming up is super fun. Couple tech bits on the climb before it, and then this 180, but then it's super fun. Take this wide line. That inside one just pinches you off too much, and you'll end up having to squeeze your brakes way too hard. All right, once you cross this bridge, you're in for a treat. And when I say treat, I mean pretty decent climb for the James River Park system. All right here, I'd guess you're a third, maybe almost a halfway point. There's this really tricky turn here that you do not want to blow that one. Coming up around this turn, there's a bunch of roots. Try to pick a line and just stick to it. Looks like those rocks are new, so they kind of limit your choices. Makes it actually a little bit easier. Out onto this gravel, try to keep it upright on that turn. That stuff could get pretty slippery. All right, I bet you didn't know that not having a fear of heights is a prerequisite to doing enduros. You're gonna have to ride over this bridge. And if you're gonna do that, you might as well ride a wheelie. I wouldn't do that in an enduro run, but why not in the preview? All right, wheelies aside, this is probably where this stage is going to be made or broken. It's a pretty good climb, takes you back to the park, so hammer this thing out the best you can. You're gonna be feeling it by this point. 3 miles feels pretty long when you're trying to go that hard and that fast. But there's this awesome staircase. Perfect for manuals. And back to the finish line. Stage 2 is complete. All right, here we are at the start of stage number 3, Belle Isle. Let's dive into this one and show you what it's all about. All right, these trails are all new to me. This is pretty sweet though. There's some remnants of something, starting off with a little bit of a drop, and then some single track along the water. There's all these little things on the ground, so try not to let them slide out your tire. This one is 1.3 miles. This one's gonna be a lung burner, so try your best to pedal as hard as possible. More cool stuff to look at, but here comes a climb that you're gonna wanna try to hammer the best you can. This is gonna be a pretty demanding enduro. Lots of chances to sprint, duck in here. This is sweet. This is all new stuff. Never ridden this before, and I've ridden James River Park system so many times. Just never on Belle Isle right here. I was sick to the skills area. So much soft leaves. I'm sure this will be ridden off by the time of the event. Another chance to open it up here. Nice twisty section. Oh, sprint again. Oh, sweet. Whoa. One last chance to get on the gas. Oh, missed that high line. And then tight turn. And then whatever else you have in the tank, empty it out here as you pedal to the end of stage 3. That was awesome and tiring. These stages are a ton of fun. If you live anywhere near Richmond, I look forward to seeing you at the event. And if not, definitely put Richmond on your to-visit list. The trail riding here is awesome. Hopefully you liked the video. Until next time, get out there and be a boss.